The Indian government has imposed a fine on French aircraft manufacturer Dassault Aviation over delays in offset obligations that were part of a 2016 deal for 36 Rafale fighters. The Indian and French government had signed the $8.8 billion contract in September 2016, and under the arrangement, 50% of the contract value was to be offset and executed by Dassault Aviation and its partner companies Safran and Thales Group in the next 7 years' time. The three French firms teamed with more than 70 Indian companies and the Defence Research and Development Organisation to implement the offset, without sharing the value of the penalty imposed. An official has said that the penalty will come from the €185 million bank guarantee funded by Dassault Aviation, as a safeguard against contractual violations. During the recent third annual dialogue, the Ministry of Defence has pointed out that several French defence companies were not cooperating in the transfer of technology to the DRDO, and French businesses have been claiming that the Indian firms who were expecting to receive technology transfers do not meet the necessary core competencies. The Indian Air Force has started the deployment of the first regiment of the S400 air defence missile system in the Punjab sector, that will be operationalized in the next few weeks, and it would be capable of taking care of aerial threats from both Pakistan and China. The second S400 regiment will arrive in June 2022, that will be deployed along the eastern borders, while the third regiment will arrive in early 2023. After the deployment of the first regiment, the Air Force will start focusing on providing resources for training of personnel on the S400 systems within the country. The S400 system can simultaneously track up to 160 objects in a 600 km range, and can engage 80 targets in a 400 km range. The S400 system gives Indian Air Force the capability to track and engage targets deep inside Pakistan, and the S400 will also ensure that China realizes the futility of keeping forward deployments along the line of actual control. Garden Reach Shipbuilders has conducted the keel laying ceremony of the second anti-submarine warfare shallow water craft being built for the Indian Navy. These vessels will perform subsurface surveillance on coastal waters, coordinated anti-submarine operations with P-8 maritime aircraft, and mine-laying operations. 8 such vessels are being constructed by Garden Reach Shipbuilders, and 8 more vessels are being constructed by Cochin Shipyard. The Minister of State for Defence has said that the Tejas light combat aircraft is not being inducted as a replacement of the Russian MiG-21, but as part of the modernization of the Indian Air Force, and the amount that has been spent on the manufacture of 24 delivered Tejas aircraft till 30th of September 2021 is 6,653 crore rupees. He also said, as per the contract signed on 6 December for 6,01,427 rifles, the first lot of 35,000 rifles will have to be delivered within 10 months after the advance payment to the Indo-Russian Rifles Private Limited. 2022 is the year when the DRDO had promised that India will be completely self-reliant in the field of missile systems, and several missiles will be heading towards test ranges in the next few months. That includes the hypersonic technology demonstrator vehicle in early 2022, 160 km range Astra Mark II in first quarter of 2022, 7 km range man-portable defensive missile system by mid of 2022, 5,000 km range K-5 submarine-launched ballistic missile in mid-2022, 500 km range Pralay tactical ballistic missile, 350 km range Rudram-2 air-launched anti-radiation missile in the third quarter of 2022, followed by 350 km range XRSAM air defense system by the end of 2022.